Today's event is FICCI Arise, partnering with Cambridge and the future of education. It's a great seminar. We've got wonderful people from all over India, about 65 or 70 of them, who are educationists, policymakers, owners of schools, who have a big stake in terms of how education is going to be defined in India from now on. And I think we're really fortunate to have all of them here on the Cambridge campus.
It's amazing to have so many educators, policymakers interacting with Cambridge today. The kind of questions that are coming up, which highlights that what are the challenges that we as an education system as a whole across the world in India are going through. And fortunately, we're talking about it, and we know that there are common solutions that we could work on. And as we go, I'm sure that there's so much that Cambridge and India both have to benefit from.
Peter Phillips spoke about the importance India holds as a market for Cambridge. We have a huge demographic dividend, and Cambridge is well poised to take full advantage of that through world-class quality products. And I think the session from Rod, in terms of the university's expertise and the quantum of research which has gone in creating fantastic products where children learn in a completely new and intelligent way, holds a lot of promise in the Indian education market. And we had an absolutely wonderful session from Lynn in terms of the evolution of the math curriculum, the way it's been structured, and the phenomenal changes being brought about in terms of making math a very interesting subject. And I think Paul's session on the future of English, the curriculum, the teaching methodology, and its strategic importance for a lot of Indians who want to become global citizens is very, very interesting.
Totally engrossed in the wonderful presentations that the professors had, particularly on the future of education. And that is the major concern. And in future of education, the curriculum, the pedagogy and assessment, I think these are the three broad pillars. And I think the kind of insight that has been shared with us, and particularly with a reference to mathematics and English language teaching and innovations, I think is the greatest learning, and that is my mojo moment.
Every time coming back to the university is a learning experience. Today has been fantastic. The conversations have been riveting around how in various ways the same problem gets solved in different contexts. So this understanding that you can't just pick a system from somewhere and then place it in some other. You have to understand the limitations or the opportunities that local context offers.
India is an enormous country and it has so much going on in terms of innovation, but at very different stages in different places. And for Cambridge, to be able to sit down and have those conversations about how we can help best take them to the next stage, it's really, really valuable.
Learning is a continuous process, right? And what I have learned here today, in terms of interaction, presentations, workshops, how to identify and articulate a problem and how to brainstorm to find a solution, I think that's the greatest takeaway and message.
We talked about assessment, we talked about the curriculum and how the actual practitioners, which are these educators, what will they take away from this and implement in their schools, not only in their schools and in institutions, but at a policy making level. And there's a lot of interest for everybody to see Cambridge as their partner, and there's so much that we as Cambridge can contribute to their policy making and their education reform, and ensure that we are able to build the right kind of societies and transform education for the better.